I decided that by the end of this year, I'm going to read 3 books out of here that I haven't previously read. Now, I was given this by my lovely friend Laura, and it's seriously just been sitting on my coffee table for however long. Though we did look through all of it, and I've read an actually abnormally large chunk of these books. I'm kind of impressed. I want to read at least one of the memoirs. I want to read a historical book, because, you know, I majored in history in English, so I may as well, you know, combine the two. And I want to give modern fiction another chance. So I'm going to read one from history, one from memoirs, and one from modern fiction. I'm thinking of reading Pagans and Christians by Robin Lane Fox. Its little sub-thing is that it's Pagans and Christians in the Mediterranean world from the 2nd century AD to the conversion of Constantine. I think that would actually be really, really interesting. And then the other one I was looking at is The Cheese and the Worms by Carlo Ginzburg. And my prof was talking about this, and apparently it's a micro-history in the sense that it focuses on, like, one tiny thing, and then it talks about, like, the surrounding history that affects that one tiny event. So that would be really fascinating for me. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking for that. There's a couple I'm actually prominently, 3 that I'm prominently interested in. However, 2 I've read excerpts from, so I'm not sure if I should read them or if I should read something else since I'm already familiar. So what I was thinking of reading Confessions by Augustine of Hippo, who is a Catholic saint. I'm not Catholic, by the way, but I've always been interested in that because it forms and shapes a lot of the history I study. I was also thinking of reading Book of Margery, Kempe, who was a woman in England, medieval England, and she was one of the first, actually she's considered one of the first women to have written books. She had profound visions, and she actually was branded as a heretic during her lifetime. And there was one more. I was thinking of reading A Grief Observed by C.S. Lewis. Just because he's one of my favorite authors, especially as a child, with the Chronicles of Narnia. I was thinking of reading The Sound and the Fury by William Faulkner. I've heard, like, a lot of people talk about it. I'm pretty sure John Green has talked about it a few times. It might even be one of, like, his go-to books. I'm not sure. I feel like I should read it. I can't really call myself an English major without having read it for some reason. And I was thinking of reading The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. And last of all, I own this book, sadly. I was supposed to read it for my Modern British Lit course, Passage to India by Forster. I have it already in my house. I should read it. I think I will eventually. I feel bad for not. I feel bad for owning a book and not having had read it. So those are the books I'm thinking of reading. I will include subcategories of each one underneath. So if you vote in the comments, just tell me, is it a history, a memoir, or is it modern fiction? Those are the 3 main categories. And then you get to choose one for each category. And I'll be reading 3 by the end of the year. And as I finish each one, I will make a video concerning what I thought of that book as I read it. And we will have a discussion, hopefully, about it. If you have a book, 4th category, 4th book, a book you vote on that you think I should read. Any genre. So, you have 4 categories to choose from. So, you can choose those 3, and then your 4th one is a random wild card. So, you can choose whatever you want.